This is not the video I thought I was going to be making today. Google, for the first time in this entire LLM war thing, has finally blown me away with something new. Shout out to Wes Roth. I just randomly went on YouTube. I was about to make a video and then I saw that Wes Roth had made a video about Notebook LM. So if you go on Google and type in Notebook LM, and it's the one at the very top, it's notebooklm.google. I didn't even know you could do .google domain, but I guess only Google can. And what this actually does is, this is super, super cool. You can take any input, like a website, a PDF, whatever it might be, and you can turn it into a podcast in 3 minutes, okay? Which is completely insane. So what I did was I took this article right here, which was written by Harbour, about overcoats. So channel 007, 5 elegant overcoats for fall winter 2024 2025. I put this link, so I'll just show you exactly how I did it. I press try notebook, and then we're going to press new notebook here, and we're going to press link here, website, paste the URL, and then insert it. Now I'm going to let that run, and then you just press generate here. I won't let this run actually because I've already done it, but there's a few other cool things that you can do. But just quickly, let's go on what we had before. So this is now being turned into a podcast, and what you're probably expecting is just someone reading this out in an AI voice, right? That's what I was expecting. That's what everyone was expecting. But if I press play here,
no, I always feel a little bit in over my head when I'm looking at overcoats. It's like I need like a secret decoder ring to understand all the different fabrics and fits and everything.
Right.
But luckily, that's what today's deep dive is all about. We are going to try to crack the code of Zebras 07 style with the help of luxury menswear boutique 2 Men.
Yeah, this article that they put out, it's interesting how it goes beyond just like, here's our 5 favorite coats for fall.
Right.
They really lean into that aspirational thing where it's like, embody this image.
Totally.
And they're not inexpensive garments.
No.
So it's like, are you really buying the look? Like, is that what they're trying to sell you?
Yeah. Is this a 4-figure price tag that buys you timeless style, or is there something else that we need to unpack here?
Totally. Yeah, and I think diving into some of their picks might give us some answers.
Okay.
So, for example, their first selection is a navy blue overcoat from Chiton.
Okay.
Not just any navy blue overcoat. This one's a luxurious blend of cashmere and sheepskin.
Oh, no.
it's not even a feckin' overcoat. God, dude. Anyway, that's...
You're talking.
Yeah.
Cashmere and sheepskin. I mean, that just screams luxury. I can already imagine myself like walking through the Alps looking all like, debonair.
Well,
It's just insane.
I know, I cannot believe how insane this is. Like, what the actual feck.
It's so naturalistic the way they're
Yeah,
interacting
it's
with each other and stuff.
You can barely tell. You wouldn't know it was AI.
I would think that that's somebody, and I would pay them.
Yeah, exactly.
To work for me.
So right now, actually thinking about this is probably one of the biggest earning opportunities on the internet, is taking people's content and turning them into podcasts using AI. So you can use any, you can most likely use any video AI software. I don't know much about video AI software, so if you want a little bit more information, maybe look at Wes Roth's video. There's this really cool part of this video where he literally just leaves for 6 minutes 2 AIs talking. I'm not actually sure which AI video maker he actually used, but I'm sure you can find it in the video. And he just fed it this script, which you can literally just go here, download, and then you have the .wav file, which you can then upload to, whichever video AI thing that Wes Roth used for his, and you can make a podcast, a full podcast in 15 minutes, all right? You can't even do that with real people. It would take much longer than 15 minutes to make a good podcast between 2 people. It would take hours and hours of planning, of, getting everyone together, getting the questions together. But instead, all we did was feed it this URL here, and it created an entire 11-minute podcast almost immediately. So a couple of other things here, like obviously that is mind-blowingly amazing, but there are a couple of other things here like timeline, FAQ, study guide, etc. So some other use cases of this would be like, I don't know, let's say you want to learn the present perfect as a PDF, right? Yeah, let's say you just want to use this spreadsheet, right, to learn the present perfect. You can do the same thing. You can download this, and then we'll go over to Try Notebook LM. And again, think about where you could go with this. You could make faceless YouTube channels. You could make, you know, that are teaching English by taking PDFs and putting them as, you know, whatever. Doesn't actually look like PDF is an option, which would, oh yeah, it's there, sorry. Yeah. Upload PDF, perfect. So we've uploaded a PDF, and then we could generate a conversation, a podcast, which we could then put on YouTube as a podcast, not necessarily tell people that it's AI and make money that way, which is completely crazy. But then if we go on, let's go study guide. So I'm going to make a new study guide using this PDF as a resource. This is completely insane, by the way. I was not expecting this when I woke up this morning and had my Weetabix. I wasn't expecting this. So we'll see what happens with that. I just want to listen to a little bit more of this.
Right.
But like, what's the thinking behind combining those two materials? What's the why there?
Well, so I think it's a really smart move because it speaks to practicality and perception.
Okay.
Cashmere, as you know, super soft. It's warm.
Mm-hmm.
But the sheepskin adds a layer of, like, I don't know, ruggedness and like a visual texture that you might not get with just the cashmere.
Interesting.
So it's kind of like, we're luxurious, but we're also durable.
And you know, I love that they back this up with some like cold hard stats here in the article.
Yeah. They're saying that something like 80% of luxury overcoats use wool or cashmere blends.
Yeah.
So it seems like those classic fabrics, they really do have some staying power.
Oh, absolutely. And these fabrics have like a real heritage in menswear.
Yeah.
The crazy thing is, I actually want to sit and listen to this, because it's actually an interesting podcast. Like, I could listen to this all day.
You talk with such authority.
Yeah, about the niche that
Actually, it's interesting to listen to.
my mind is kind of blown a little bit. So let's see what it comes up with here. The present perfect tense, a study guide, short answer quiz, instructions, answer the following questions, blah, blah. What is the difference between simple past tense and the present perfect tense, blah, blah, blah. How is the present perfect? Give an example, short. Yeah, but I mean, I haven't really been taught anything, so how am I supposed to know any of this? So I wouldn't say that was particularly good, but honestly, just...
You know, especially when you're talking about luxury garments.
Mm-hmm.
Think about these brands like Keaton. They've built their reputation
Keaton.
on using these really high quality materials.
It's like they're tapping into that history
Yeah,
of craftsmanship
totally.
and refinement.
Mm-hmm.
But I guess with that history, with that legacy, comes an expectation.
Yeah.
Art.
So one thing I really want to highlight here is it's not just reading this and writing a podcast. It's almost like it's going another level up, right? It's creating even better content, because you can see I haven't mentioned the word refinement in the article, and yet he used the word refinement, which is it's like it's one of those things with LLMs. And now I don't know if this is an LLM. It doesn't look like, it's not an LLM itself, but it's obviously an AI platform. Is that if you have the word refinement on your article, it will always use the word refinement, but it doesn't seem like it's doing that. It seems like it's using this as a base to make something that's even better, using, you know, knowledge that it has natively, which is super, super interesting. You can now take this, make a video with it, and you could release, like, I could start a 2-men YouTube channel now. That is something conceivable that wouldn't even take me that long, because all I need to do is run, and I mean, we could literally just, like, we could just do this, like, literally, it would just be add article URL to row on Google Sheet, and then we could get, now I don't know if Notebook LM connects to something like Zapier, but you know, it wouldn't be that hard to check. And then once you've added that, you could then, with Zapier, make the podcast audio, and then once you've got the podcast audio, you send to you know, AI video generator, and then upload that to YouTube. And that is a free way, well, not free, but upload to YouTube. This is a way to make thousands and thousands of YouTube videos for a business, right? Because you can just have two people talking. It doesn't have to be, you don't have to show anything. You can literally just have two people talking. That's what a podcast is. I could upload this to Spotify, right? I could use this probably. I don't know the fucking rules of Spotify. Obviously, I've never uploaded anything to Spotify in my life. But I could download this, upload it to Spotify as a new podcast called, Classic Menswear 2 Men Podcast or whatever. And then just start doing the same thing. Just start uploading these as podcasts. Start uploading them as YouTube videos. Put them, wherever these things go. This is absolutely insane, guys. This is probably one of the most impressive things I've seen in a few months. This trumps ChatGPT 01, I would say. And Google finally have done something that have blown me away, because normally they seem to be trailing very far behind. But with this, they've done something amazing. It's very, very powerful. You can use PDFs, links, anything. You can generate podcasts with this. This is completely insane. Thank you so much for watching, guys. If you're watching all the way to the end, you're an absolute legend. And I'll see you very, very soon with some more content. Peace out. You're going to want to watch this video if you want to add data visualizations to blog posts that already exist, or if you want a quick and easy way to rank better on Google using the new GPT model.